Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Juana. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be working with Hotfix Rhinestones. I'm going to be brushing some shirts and maybe a tote. I'm not sure yet because I did brush a tote on the last blinking video, but I really need another tote for the 4th of July because I'm going to be working with 4th of July designs. So I will make the decision on my way in. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to be making two different templates. Both with 4th of July theme, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the whole process. This time I'm not gonna include the part of cutting the mat because I did that on the last video. So if you want to know how is it that I go by the part of cutting the mat on the Cricut machine, you can go back to the video of last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago, and you can review that part, okay? So guys, let's get started. So we are here on Design Space, Cricut Design Space, and I'm gonna show you the first template that I'm gonna be working with. I'm gonna go to the uploads, and all you have to do is go to your upload image. You go to browse, and then you're gonna click to the design. Mine are on my downloads. I'm gonna click, it's right here, the first one, and then I'm gonna open it. You can also drag it here if you want to, all right? And these are the images, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna upload. And this is the way you bring them here. You do the same thing with this one, okay? I'm gonna delete this because I already have it. I don't need to have it twice. So I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna click to this one and I'm gonna go add to canvas. Now, if you notice, it came like this, 3 different boxes with a black background, and we don't really need this black background. It says here that each box should measure 10.298 in width by 9.448 in height. So this is individual boxes. When I got this template from Etsy. These were the measurement that they gave me for the whole design. I didn't know they were gonna come separated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to click the box. I'm gonna ungroup it, the whole thing. Now this ungroup, let me just click it on. It's individual. If you see, let me go ahead and select the whole thing so I can move it to the center. Okay. So now that is in here, I'm gonna make sure that each box has this measurement that it says in here. So I'm gonna click on this one, and it gives me a measurement of 9.9 in width and 9.149 in height. This box gives me the correct measurement, and this one gives me the correct measurement. For some reason, this one gives me a little bit smaller of a measurement. So I'm gonna switch it to 10.298 by 9.448, okay? 10.298. All right, I'm gonna hit enter on my keyboard and it changed it, okay? So now all the 3 boxes measure each that. Now, I don't need these boxes, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to delete it. So in order for me to do that, I'm gonna go to my right panel and I'm gonna go ahead and hit delete. Delete, because we don't need the boxes to print the rhinestones down. And delete. Okay, let me go back because I deleted the wrong thing. Okay, hit the black box and delete. Okay, now I can go and select, make a little bit bigger to see it better. Okay, so these are the pieces right here. Okay, let me make it a little bit smaller again. So these are the 3 pieces, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is going to go ahead and, oh, I need to delete this one too. I don't need this wording, so delete. All right, so if you notice, if you move this one over here, they all fit in places, right? All fit in place. Make it bigger. It's easier to work with. So I'm gonna fit it in place as much as I can. There we go. It's almost there, like this, more or less, okay? And then let me get the other part. And this is gonna fit in here, okay? More or less. Let me make it bigger now, so I can see better what I'm doing. Okay, so you get what I'm trying to tell you, right? So this is the whole image. So this is what you had to do with this template, okay? There we go, more or less. This template is from the Rhinestone Mechanic. This is the rhinestone shop that is very well known. So I'm gonna link um, the name of the shop down in my description box, same as the next one that I'm gonna do. Trying to get you to see, but you know what I mean. Okay, so this is supposed to be the whole thing, okay? So let me make it smaller. So I'm gonna select the whole thing. So it gave me 10.3 in width by 9.2 in height. Okay, so now I can I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna group it. Okay, so it's grouped. All right, so that's the first one. And then if you go to make it, just to show you how it's gonna look, this one is gonna be first, which is gonna be, I suppose, either crystal or crystal AB or white stone, whatever this you decide to do. This is the one with the red color, and this is the blue. So if you know me, you know that I'm gonna be combining this in one template so that I don't waste flock. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna select the red one, and I'm going to reduce it into two cutting mat as opposed to three cutting mats. So you can do it either way you want it. You can go ahead and do it like this and save more flock, okay? And that's the way I would do it. Instead of three mats, I have only two. So if you're new to rhinestones, you don't mirror the designs with rhinestones. You keep it as it is. So let me cancel this because I already had this saved. Okay. And the next one that I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna click this and I'm gonna add to Canva. Okay, so we are here. So this one is the next one I'm gonna be working with. So if you notice, one thing that I noticed right away is I see a lot of red dots in there. A lot of red dots. And what that tells me is that this part in here where it says America, the inside part of it, it is not attached. So I'm gonna go to make it. And this one is fine. This one is good. This one is good. No problems in this one. They're all fine. But if I go back to the red mat, you're gonna notice that, look at all those lines. So we need to fix that, all right? So in order to fix that, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna select the whole thing and I'm going to ungroup it. Once it's ungrouped, I'm gonna go ahead and select the red color. You can either select the red color or you can go ahead and select from here too. Either way, it will work. You can click it here or you can click the red color. You see, it's red up here. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna attach this, right? That should fix the whole thing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to make it and show you. So let's go to the red mat. And voila, it's fixed, all right? That's how you fix that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to group the whole thing again because it's ungrouped. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna select the whole thing and I'm going to group it. Okay, now that I have it all grouped, if you notice, look at the numbers in here. They are the wrong number. They have here 5.6 by 4.8. That is too small. That is not the way I like the designs, right? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go to upload just to check the measurement, just to make sure that I have the right numbers. I'm gonna see is 11.434 in width, and that's all I need for now. I'm gonna cancel here. I'm gonna go ahead and place here the number 11.434 in width, and I'm gonna hit enter. And there you have it, okay? Make it smaller. Now that I'm done with this part, we're going to brush this design and then we're going to press them onto shirts, okay? So guys, let's go at it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what is it that I'm gonna be using. And this one, this shirt I did this week for me. Isn't that pretty? I love it. This is my own design on the top, and the bottom part is a file that I got from another blogger that she was sharing this. All right, this is not on any shop or anything. This is just her own design, and this part is my design. So I merged them both. I love it. Isn't that cute? So let me adjust the camera so you can have a better view. Okay. Okay guys, so we are here, and I'm gonna tell you what are the things that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be working with two different templates, and for those who are new to the channel, this fabric is called, not a fabric material, it's called rhinestone flock. It's a kind of vinyl or kind of material that you use to cut rhinestones, specific for rhinestones, and it comes in a rolls like this. This is a 5-yard roll, but it comes in different amounts. And also I'm going to be using the KTM tape or transfer tape. It's a special transfer tape that helps you pick up the rhinestone from the template and transfer into the garment you're going to press it to. All right. Both of these things I get it from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I'm going to be utilizing two t-shirts, both in gray, dark gray, light gray. I'm not sure if I'm going to include the tote into the whole mix and only do a tote and a shirt. I'm not sure yet. I have to decide that, okay? Also, I'm gonna be using my rhinestones. I use the baby's booty rhinestones all the time. You know that's the stone that I like using because of the quality of the stones. I do own other brands of stones that I have purchased before, but I always start with the baby's booty because of the quality. So I'm gonna be using crystal stone, okay, the crystal. I'm going to be using crystal AB, which is a crystal stone, but it has a special treatment, but they're both crystal and crystal AB. I'm also going to be using the sapphire, which I love, and I'm going to be using the cyan. Cyan is a red color. It's a light cyan. This one is light cyan. And the light cyan AB. The light cyan AB gives it the same treatment as the crystal AB. It's same color stone, but with the treatment that makes it give this different kind of colors as it moves. It keeps the original color, but it's just amazing, people. Okay, it's difficult to explain. Let's keep going. And then also I'm going to be using the brush. It's a painter brush, regular painter's brush, like an edge brush, to brush the stones into the template. I'm going to be using my wax pen. This pen or stick has wax in here, and it helps you pick the stones and position it in different places, okay? And I'm going to be also utilizing painter's tape that helps me block certain area on the template that I don't want to be exposed to the stones that I'm using. It's very helpful. And this is a dough cutter. It's used to cut dough when you're baking, but I use it to pick up the stones once I'm done and place it on their container, okay? I think that's all for now, people. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the whole process. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna switch the camera closer so that you can see what I'm doing, okay? So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so this is a closer look. Hopefully it's not too close, but this is gonna help me show you what is it that I'm doing. I'm gonna be starting with this one right here. I'm gonna be having some areas where I'm going to go faster, like a fast mode, so that the video doesn't become too long. But you know, that is about it. So I'm gonna start with this one, which is the bigger one. I'm gonna be using this one with, I need to decide with, this one will be crystal AB or regular crystal, because I want it to look very, 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 very white. So I'm gonna be doing this all in crystal. Then I use crystal AB for the other ones. How about that? And I'm gonna be using this one and this one right here. This one for the second. All right. So I'm gonna be pouring the stones. You want to pour a lot of stones to do this, okay? Because the more the stone, the better they fall into the holes. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and you're gonna do some circle motion. Here I'm not gonna using the tape because this is quite separated, but I'm gonna be using the painter's tape to block this one when I'm working on this one, because this is kind of close. So I'm gonna go ahead and do circle motions, and the stone should be falling in place. This is a pretty easy template to work with. The part that I show you in the computer about arranging the template is the part that you have to really work on. But other than that, and that was not difficult, just to resize, you know, eliminate the black boxes and stuff. That was not difficult at all. But you know, for those who are new with Cricut and rhinestones, then it needs to be explained, all right? Because otherwise you will get confused. For the most part, for those who are new working with rhinestones, most of the files are easier. You know how to rearrange the file like I showed you, but you know, you are going to encounter those things in some of them, okay? And I am loving the crystal. The crystal stone was the first stone that I ever bought from the Baby's Booty, and it's amazing. You know, it's a basic stone, but it's the one that I like to use a lot. I think I prefer the crystal stone than the crystal AB. I don't know why. It's just that I like that it gives you this crisp white crystal color. You know, and I like it. All right. You see how they're falling into place? Let me check the camera because I want to make sure that you're getting an excellent view of this. I am not a camerographer, and so sometimes I miss the shot, and then when I am editing, I say, oh my God, I should have checked the camera. But that's why now I tend to check the camera pretty often. Okay. And they are falling in place very easily. Like I mentioned before, this template is from the Rhinestones Mechanic. This is a website that sells templates, lots of templates. But I got this file from Etsy. The Rhinestones Mechanic sells templates on Etsy also. So I got it from them, from Etsy. So. I like the template from the Rhinestones Mechanic because they are so like, let me can explain that. It's so clear, it's so easily proportioned, the stones, the way the spacing. I just love it. They are very easy to brush. I do a lot of my own templates, and I want to get to this level of making files for rhinestones. you know. So you can tell the person did not miss any spacing. Everything is so like balanced out, and I love it. I think I'm almost done with this part. Yeah, there's a double stone in there. In the middle, you have to look very closely, people, okay? If you leave the double stones like one on top of the other when you are pressing with the KTM transfer tape, the stones is not gonna adhere into the shirt. So that's why you have to make sure that you don't leave any doubles anywhere. And I don't see any doubles anywhere. So I think I'm done. So now the next step is for me to lift this up with the transfer tape, and I need to cut the transfer tape because I don't have any large pieces. God, I should have cut this ahead of time, but you have to cut it depending on the design you're working with. So there was no way I knew the size of this. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the transfer tape. KTM tape is loose. It's going to be very sticky and it's gonna have static, okay? Once you're gonna do this, you have to commit and you're gonna drop it. You cannot lift it up twice because everything is gonna get messed up. And it has a lot of static. So what I do is I'm going to fold it like a taco and I'm gonna drop it. I'm not gonna think about it. And I did it. If you think about it and then you lift it up, guess what's gonna happen? Like it happened to me right now. I left a piece in here, all right? And some of the stones move because there's no stones in here and I don't know where they went, okay? So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna add these stones and then I'm gonna add a little piece of KTM tape or transfer tape here, all right? And this is what happened when I am talking and trying to record at the same time the things, all right? But it's very fixable, it's not a big deal. And actually, I think this is the first time this happened to me, but there's always a first time, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, I don't know where these stones went. Maybe I missed it when I was brushing. I will see it when I'm editing the video. I think that I missed these ones in here and I didn't notice. This is very easy to fix. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a couple of stones. And this is good to show you how you do that if this happened to you, because it's, you know, it's very common this happening, that the tape is too short. So I'm gonna lift this up. I'm gonna put one in here. One on the top. And one in here. Yeah. Okay? That's all you do. So this is done. Everything else is okay. And then you close the top. You replace the top back onto the container. And then I'm gonna get a piece of this. Actually, I think I might have a thin one already cut up. I'm gonna go get it, okay? And you're gonna get another piece and you're gonna put it on top of here, okay? This is one of those pieces that I've used before. And the good thing about this KTM is because you can reuse it. This one has a couple of uses already. So that's why I decided to use this one and then toss it. Okay. You're gonna cut a strip. and then you're gonna place it on top like a band-aid. That's it. Okay, and that's how you fix it, and it's gonna stay there. All right, so this is what you do when you encounter this issue, and it can happen. It happened to me once, I think, that the tape was too short, or that I moved it too much to the top, which is right here, is too much to the top. So you're gonna massage this, give it some love, go around. I should not have an issue with this one because this is a new piece of transfer tape. So when they are used, then you have to really like press it down. This KTM transfer tape, you can use it maybe 3 at the most. I don't tend to use it more than 3 times because then it loses the stickiness and the stones are not gonna stick. Okay, so once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna lift it up. You're gonna pull it. And because again, this is a new one, stones are gonna stick with no problems. If you see that there's one left, you're gonna go back and then press it down and lift it up. And you're going to place it this way. And you're going to replace it with the backing again, because since I'm not going to use it right now, I want to make sure that, you know, it's going to stay there until I'm done and ready to use it. Okay. That way I keep it safe until I'm ready to use it, because I'm going to brush the other ones. Okay. Got the extra stickiness in here, I don't need it. Just to make my life easier. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna save this in here. Okay. Now we're gonna do this part. So this part is gonna be in light cyan, and this is gonna be on sapphire. So this part I'm gonna do fast forward because I showed you how easy that I did this part, so you can follow me on this one. Okay, so it's gonna be light cyan. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to brush the other one, and that one I'm not gonna be talking, I'm gonna do it real fast because you've seen me already doing the process. And yeah, so it's gonna be this one. And this one is a shared file that come from another vlogger, and she shared this file. I think she's gonna end up putting it on her website, I'm not sure, but if she does, I'm gonna link it down on the description box. All right, this is from CraftableThings. She made this design and she shared with some of us, and so yeah, so it's her design. All right, so this one, to make it different, I'm gonna use Crystal AB as opposed to the regular crystal, which I love, Crystal AB, and I really like this one. You're gonna see the difference. Light Cyan AB. This is the AB style of the light cyan color. And I'm gonna use the same one, Sapphire, okay? So let's start with this. So guys, I am done with this already. Both of the designs are already brushed, and the next step for me to do is just to press them. And I will move you to the heat press. And yeah, so see you in a little bit, people, okay? So we are getting ready to press the shirt. I'm using my press, which is a HTVRONT Auto Press. It's a 15 by 15. You've seen me doing this before, so all I'm gonna do is layer the pieces, all right? So let's start with the first one. Temperatures are at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 seconds, all right? Let's go. Gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna press the second part, which is this one right here. Now this one needs to be very carefully placed because you have to match it exactly where it goes. Okay, so this one requires a lot of patience to make sure that it falls in place. That way the third piece, which is layered, will fall also in place. This is nice right here. Ta-da! So now I'm gonna cover the rest with my Teflon sheet, just to protect the other ones. Wow, it's looking amazing. Love it, love it, love it. So now we're gonna layer the last piece. I'm just saving my transfer tape to use it for another occasion. Just save them. There we go. Make sure you place it on the right orientation, okay? And this one has a little spaces. I want to make sure that all the stones fall in place, but it's not on top of another stone. So I have to really look around, making sure that is in place. And that I'm not missing anything, because you don't want to overlap. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. I think I found the placement. I think this is it. See? It fell in place. You just move it around until you find the empty spaces and try to position it in place. And this looks like this is it. Maybe I can push it. This looks very good. Okay, so let's go for it. I'm gonna move the camera so that you can have a shot. Good view right there. Ta-da! Gorgeous! I love it. Look at how beautiful, people. Here's a closer look. And I'm loving it. That is so pretty. So now I'm gonna get ready to do the next one. So this is the second shirt. I chose a white shirt because the gray shirt was a v-neck and the design was too low on my belly. So I had to switch it to a white shirt. So I'm gonna be recording this on fast forward and I'm gonna show you at the end the result, okay? Amazing. This is so gorgeous. Remember, this design is from CraftableThings, and yeah, it is so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm gonna add some stones in here because I noticed there's a red stone missing in here and in here. Okay, so I'll be doing this and I'll be back. Okay. So it is fixed. So guys, look at the beauty. This is gorgeous. America the Beautiful. Just love the way it came out. Beautiful. Both designs are amazing. If you notice the difference between me using Crystal 8B, which is on this one, and this is just crystal. This is a wider effect, more crisp color. So guys, look at the result. I just love it. Both shirts came out so beautiful. Look at this one. I just love it. I was gonna do it in gray, but I noticed that the gray was a v-neck and the design was gonna be too low. So I switched it to the white, which it came out amazing, all right? So I'm gonna be rocking these two shirts in Chicago. I'm gonna be leaving tomorrow for Chicago to celebrate the 4th of July, and I'll be wearing all these two shirts through the week. Guys, thank you for spending this time with me. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, The Crafty Puerto Rican, and don't forget to click the notification bell. Also, guys, don't forget to click the thumb up or the like button on your way out. I will see you pretty soon with some new content. So guys, bye-bye. Hasta luego.